welcome back to my channel. I don't know what that is. We'll never do that again. I'm sorry. I apologize for what just happened. If the lighting changes, I'm sorry. I'm working with natural lighting here. I can't control the clouds. And it looks like it's gonna rain. We'll see. Today's video is going to be a makeup collection video. I'm going to go through and kind of show you all of the makeup items that I own and kind of give you my thoughts on them. Disclaimer, I'm not showing my makeup to brag, okay? I'm not. Please hear me when I say this. I am not showing you my makeup so I can be like, oh yeah, look at all of the makeup that I own. This is not the purpose of this. The purpose of this video is to go through and show you what I have so you can tell me what you want to see me use, okay? I'm doing this for me, but also for you guys who are watching this. I want to create content that you guys want to see, and to do that, you kind of need to know what I'm working with, you know? But if you had a palette, maybe, or an eyeshadow or a lipstick that you were thinking about buying and you saw that I had, you could ask me to review it. You could ask me to do like an in-depth video on that. So that is the purpose of this video, is to show you so you can tell me what you want to see. Okay? Please, please, please don't yell at me for how much makeup that I own. It's taken me a while to collect this much makeup. All right? And also, you got to understand there are certain things that people spend their money on, okay? But some people buy clothes, some people buy video games, some people spend a lot of money on nail polish or getting their hair done or getting their nails done on a regular basis, on purses, on whatever. Usually there's one thing that people are pretty okay with spending their money on. Mine is makeup. I'm just gonna stop talking and we're just gonna get into the video. So I hope you guys like this video, and let's go. So everybody has that one makeup item that they just love. They love collecting, they love looking at. For me, that has always been eyeshadow palettes, always. My very first high-end makeup item, the very first real makeup item that I owned was an eyeshadow palette, and it started this giant love affair that I have with eyeshadow palettes and really just palettes in general. So disclaimer, I have a lot of these. All of them are high-end. Sorry. This is my palette box. Looks like this. I got this little divider thing at Target, I want to say, in the office supply section. It's I don't know, it's like an office supply organizer. So I'm gonna just set this next to me and jump right in. We'll start with the small palettes. Okay, so this was my first eyeshadow palette ever. This is the Naked Basics. I'm not gonna go through and swatch anything. If you want me to, if you have anything in this entire video that you want to see a more in-depth video about, leave it down below. I will swatch everything. I might even do a demo. Let me know what you want to see, and I will definitely get that out for you guys. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This is the Basics one. There's two of them. This one looks like this. This was my very first eyeshadow palette. I got it for Christmas from an aunt and uncle, and I used this thing to death. I'm really surprised. I am about to hit pan on four of these shadows, these first four, these lighter shades, about to hit pan. I love this thing. We'll stick to the theme of Urban Decay. I'll go through all my Naked palettes. I then have the original Naked palette. Whoop. He looks like this dude. And then I have the Naked 3. He looks like this. He is the more rosy toned one. So these are the three I have. My favorite is definitely the original. I am die hard for that Naked palette. It's actually what I used on my eyeballs today. Bam! I have this Kat Von D Monarch palette. You actually can't get this anymore, so I feel a little guilty showing this to you. This was discontinued. I don't know why these shades are so pretty. I love this shade over here. It's called Wrath. Oh, so pretty. There was a chrysalis powder. There was a chrysalis palette that came out with this one that was a little more purple. This one by Kat Von D. Again, it is the Monarch palette. I then have the Shade and Light Eye palette. Looks like this. This is an all matte palette. It has a neutral, cool, and a warm tone like quad you can work with. What else? I'm trying to stick with eyeshadow palettes. I have the Lorac Pro 2, which I do not give as much love. I'm sorry, it's so dirty. There are 3 of these now. There's the Lorac Pro 1, which is more warm toned. There's the Lorac Pro 2, which is this one, with a lot more cool toned. And they just came out with the Lorac Pro 3 too. I go through phases where I'm really into this, and then I go through phases where I can't be bothered. I don't know. This palette leaves me really uninspired, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. I also have the Lorac Alter Ego eyeshadow palette in the style Dream Girl. It comes in this really pretty like peachy, ooh, look at those nails, ooh, peachy orangey kind of packaging. This was limited edition. I got this at Kohl's, and it looks like this. If you don't know anything about Lorac shadows, they're really soft, they're really buttery. They can be a bit powdery, but they're always a really nice quality. So that is, again, the Lorac Alter Ego eyeshadow palette in Dream Girl. I also have this Becca palette. This is the Ombre Rouge. I know they have Ombre Nudes. This one is a little more, so hard to open. I don't want to chip a nail. Son of a bitch. Ooh, it's starting to rain. It looks like this. She's a lot more warm toned, a little more purpley. I love these kinds of colors. Love them. Like, especially this one on the end. Maroon plummy colors are my favorite eyeshadow colors of all time ever. But these are really nice quality eyeshadows. Really nice. If you know anything about Becca powders, you know that they're just really buttery and blendable, and they're just so pretty. And this is just a really nice, easy eyeshadow palette. Like, if I'm traveling and I'm not doing anything too crazy, I will throw this in because it's small and it just, you can do so many things, but you also don't have to think about it with this dude. I bought my mom the Becca Ombre Nudes palette. It's the brown toned one because she has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she loves it. This is a really good quality palette. This is Too Faced Boudoir Eyes. It's one of their small, like, tin. Sorry if you can hear the rain. You're literally, like, sitting in front of a window. It's a really cool tone, really purpley. Woo! Really pretty. I don't use this very often, but when I do, I always really, really love the looks that I get with this. Too Faced has really good quality eyeshadows. I've been eyeing their chocolate bar palettes for an eternity. There's always been a palette out that I want more, so I haven't gotten them yet. It's just a matter of time, really. My older brother's girlfriend and him actually got me this for Christmas a couple years ago. This is just a little Sephora palette. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but I hit pan on that dark brown. I was really close to hitting pan with this like silvery white, and also with this color right here. Really pretty. Really nice shadows. The only gripes I have about this is there's not really a matte shadow in here. They're all either a shimmer or a satin, so you had to pull in other eyeshadows to get in the crease. Really good quality though. I think the Sephora brand especially gets overlooked when you go into Sephora. They have really nice powders, okay? Look into them. I have the Morphe, dirty too, I'm sorry. The Morphe 350 palette. I know this is a giant thing on YouTube. I gotta admit, this is a giant case of YouTube made me buy it, but holy balls. Like, I love this palette. This is what she looks like. I have one of the L'Oreal La Palettes. There's been a lot of mixed reviews on these dudes. I personally think these are really high quality eyeshadows. They are, like, L'Oreal is a drugstore brand, obviously. There's this one, which is the La Palette. Woo! The second one, the La Palette 2, it's a lot more purple. You can tell, a lot more cool tone. The first one is a lot more brown, a lot more, it's not warm tone, it's a lot more neutral. But, like, they're really, I've used this a couple times. I don't use it as much as I can. In fact, I think I'm going to give it to a friend. But they're really, like, quality-wise, like, I had no issues blending them. They were really nice. Palette next. This has a lot of different things in it. All of the shades, eyeshadow shades in here, that you see in the round circular pans are Makeup Geek. Also, if you don't know what a Z palette is basically one of these dudes. It's just like a build your own, it was like a build your own palette. And so when you go to like Sephora or you go to MAC, or you can order single eyeshadows online, you can buy them cheaper if you just buy them in the pan like this, instead of buying like the container that comes with them. Like right now, like, okay, Makeup Geek shadows, which are all these pretty colorful like blue tones and orangey tones up here, are $5, but you have to pay for shipping because they're only an online brand. If you go into a MAC counter or a MAC store, or you order off MAC online, pans like this are only $6. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you buy them in the container, in the like little single eyeshadow pot thing, it is $16 or $18. But if you buy the single eyeshadow and you pop into the Z palette, it is only $1 more expensive than a Makeup Geek shadow. And that's a MAC Pro shadow. I'm just gonna throw that out here. But I have these dudes. All of the circular pans you see, like the small circular pans that you see over here, are Makeup Geek. This is also my Makeup Geek contour powder. It's in the shade Love Triangle, I believe. Yeah, this is the Porcelain Warm. These are really good. I use this contour every single day. It's really soft. It's really blendable. They have a nice shade range. This is actually a color I depotted from my Kat Von D Shade and Eye palette. I don't remember why, but it's there. This is a Kat Von D blush in the shade Morticia and Gomez. These were discontinued. I don't know why. There was like a bunch of really bomb colors with like a lighter side and a darker side. But, so that's in the Z palette. And this shade over here, this dude is from the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. It's basically the eyeshadow you see everywhere as being a dupe for Makeup Geek Insomnia or MAC Club or MAC Blue Brown Pigment. It's that really pretty, like, duochrome, like red brown base with a blue shift duochrome shadow. So again, that's from the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I think it's like $3 or $4 and you get like 9 eyeshadows in it. So check that out. So that's my Z palette. The Graveyard Girl collaboration with Tarte. If you don't know who Graveyard Girl is, her name is Bunny. She's hilarious. She is literally like the most nice, well-intentioned, crazy over-the-top person we'll ever see. But it's the Swamp Queen palette, and this is what she looks like. I don't know why this palette just speaks to me. Every day I go to do my eyeshadow palette, I want to use this. I find a way to use this. If I'm forcing, like today when I did my makeup, I forced myself to use something other than this, and I still found a way to use this. It comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, and then 9 eyeshadows. I hear a lot of mixed reviews about this palette. I personally love this eyeshadow palette. If you're worried, like I didn't have any problems blending this or anything like that. Color stayed all day. A couple of the shades gave me a little bit of fallout, but that's okay because I usually do my eyeshadow first anyway. But what did I get on my forehead? Are you serious? Son of a bitch. It was eyeshadow. But I don't have any problems with this. This is like my everyday makeup palette. I just want to use it. It's just so good. Highly recommend this. It is limited edition, so if you want it, I think it's sold out online at Ulta, but it's still in stores at Ulta, and it just launched at Sephora. So if you want it, you gotta go get it. Again, that is the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. The first face palette I have is a blush palette by Too Faced. It is their Love Flushed palette. It's full of a bunch of blushes. It looks like this. Can you tell which shade is my favorite? I don't know if this is still available. If it is, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to get a bunch of, first of all, really quality blushes. These are really good. And it's a way to get like a bunch of colors. Like, so you don't have to go out and buy a full size, like, because I don't use like these purpley shades every day. I usually stick to these 3 over here. So I don't use these guys every day, but every once in a while I want to. So it's nice to have these as an option if I don't want to go out and buy a full size. Really like this dude. I'm getting so many text massages. The next face palette I'm going to show you is the very hyped up YouTube made me buy it kind of thing. This is an Anastasia, however you want to say it, glow kit. This is in Sun Dipped. Ugh. This is what she looks like. Palette is so nice. If you want to splurge, these are really good. I think these are worth the money. I like highlighters a lot though, so. The next face palette that I have is the limited edition. I love this thing. Sorry. This is the limited edition Champagne Collection face palette. I'm just gonna. I love this palette. If you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. I love it. It's so good. It's so pretty. It's like white and gold. I love it. Okay, that's all of my eyeshadow palettes. Let me just put those back real quick. Next, we're going to go through my acrylic organizer, which is directly next to my eyeshadow palette. Sitting on the top, I have, they're currently drying, which is why they're sitting like this. I have two of the Beauty Blender Pros. They're black. They look like this. So good. I have a lip scrub, a lip balm, just kind of like no nonsense, kind of like whatever. I have a sharpener. On the side, I have my Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. I have these two Revlon lip glosses. This one is in Snow Fairy. This is in Snow Pink. This one is in Supernatural. The foundations I'm collecting. I also have an anti-redness primer, like color correcting primer. I have my MAC concealer. I have my Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. Sitting on the top of this, I have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finished Natural in light. This I use more in the winter for when I want to set my foundation. It just gives a little more coverage without being like too heavy and cakey. It's not like a MAC Studio Fix powder. It's a lot more light than that. That dude. What else? On the bottom drawer, I have a bunch of Bare Mineral loose eyeshadows. I got these. One of my sister's friends was getting rid of them and gave them to my sister, and my sister let me go through. So I have a bunch of these just chilling. Top two drawers in this acrylic container are lipstick drawers. Lipsticks. I separate them. I separate the two drawers from like nudes from more bold colors. The middle drawer, well, it doesn't want to come out. So the top drawer is my nude drawer. It looks like this. Oh, it is lip 2, lipstick deep. It looks like this. The next drawer is my more like fun, vampy, not nude, whatever you are colors. I have purple liquid lipstick. I have a blue liquid lipstick. All my like dark fall, winter, vampy shades are in here. Just things that are maybe more bright and more colorful. Like I have my bright oranges in here. I have my bright reds in here. So that's this drawer. We're almost done. This video is going to be fairly short compared to the last one I put up. Yes. I also have at any given time a collection of lashes that I have open and using. I reuse lashes. I keep saying this, but there is a lash video coming. It's soon. Soon, I promise. I promise. I cannot live without MAC Fix Plus. This goes in my purse whenever I leave and I have makeup on. Love this. If you haven't tried it, you should. Moving on to my next acrylic container. On the top of this one, I'm going to show these to you guys up close so you can... This is what they look like. Woo! Okay. Awesome. So in the side here, I just have like a backup of my brow pencil. I have my lash curler. I have some ponytail holders. I have my backlight. I have my Becca backlighting priming filter. I have my Hourglass ambient lighting powder in ethereal. I recommend these. If you want to splurge, these are really good. Find one that suits you and get it. I also have like tiny elastics and some scotch tape, some nail clippers, just random, no nonsense things. Chilling. Then I have a drawer of highlighters. I have two ColourPop highlighters. I have the shade Fanny Pack, which I have hit pan on. They look like this. Oh! Throwing things. And I have the shade Monster, which has a really awesome like shift to it. I don't know if you can tell on camera. There it was. Really awesome. Not an everyday highlighter, but still really bomb. I have the MAC Classic. I have MAC Soft and Gentle. This is a mineralized skin finish, but this is like, okay, so there's like the mineralized skin finishes, which are their highlighters. Then there are the mineralized skin finishes and natural, which are more like, they're like normal face powders. They're different. So I have MAC Soft and Gentle, which is just beautiful. I have to be careful with this one because it can look a little highlightery on me, so I have to just be careful to blend this one. Then I have the original Jaclyn collaboration Champagne Pop. This was my first highlighter. My boyfriend actually bought this for me last summer. It's really pretty. It's just like a really nice champagne color. Again, I have this one, and then I have the one in the face palette. Then I have, okay, story time. I was so excited when Becca came out with this shade. They've had this shade in like different mediums before. Like they had a cream version of this shade, and like a tiny version of this shade came out in like a limited edition palette. But I'm so happy they made this a permanent full-sized pressed powder. This is Becca Pearl. It is the perfect highlighter if you are pale. These are really high quality. These are really high quality powders. Definitely worth the money. I know the highlighter game is like strong and everybody's coming out with highlighters. Becca is still like the best powder highlighter, in my opinion. Leave it at that. The next drawer down, I have a bunch of ColourPop eyeshadows and some blushes. They look like this. And then the last drawer, and this is kind of like a miscellaneous, I don't know, drawer. I have a bunch of like tiny mascaras in here. I have my liquid liner. I have my brow pencil. I have a couple different mascaras. I have my lash glue. I have a gel eyeliner. I have some colored eyeliners. And then I have my MAC Blue Brown Pigment. This is the one I was telling you that the Wet n Wild one is a dupe for. You're never going to go through a full size of these pigments. Ever. They're so nice. They're so good. Alright guys, and that is all of the makeup that I own. That went by fairly quickly. Please, please, please leave down below what you would like to see me use as far as eyeshadow palettes or anything like that. Let me know if you want me to do like go through my collection and show you every single one of the lipsticks that I own and swatch them for you, compare them, and let you know what I think about the formula and the wear time and all of that. Yeah. Once again, please remember this was not me bragging about my makeup. This was just me showing you what I have so you know what I'm working with, so you can tell me what you want to see. Please remember that once again, this video was not about me bragging about how much high-end makeup that I own or like, look at what I have and that you don't have. This was about me showing you my collection so you know what I'm working with. Please let me know down below if there's an eyeshadow palette you want to see me use. Or if you want me to go through all of my lipsticks and show you all of those, or if you want to see me use a ColourPop shadow or anything like that, please let me know down below and I will try to get that up for you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into this craziness that is me trying to make YouTube videos. If you feel so inclined, please subscribe and share this video in my channel with other people. I'm really trying to get this thing off the ground. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will try to get back to you. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!